There are stories that live quietly among us, stories of Black mothers. These are tales of strength but also of silent struggles, battles fought where no one else can see. Today, June 8, 2025, we pause to reflect on these stories. We must talk about the minds and souls of these women and the unspoken pain they carry. The world moves fast, often rushing past what matters most. We celebrate mothers' resilience, but do we ever ask how they're truly doing? The conversation about mental health is growing, but for Black women it's still a whisper. It's time to turn up the volume, to make it a chorus of understanding and support. The film Straw does just that, holding up a mirror to a reality many know but few discuss. It reminds us, behind every strong woman is a human being who feels, who hurts, who sometimes needs a hand to hold. This is not just a movie review, it's a reflection, an invitation to listen more closely. Let's begin this journey together, walking through Straw to see what truths it holds. We'll look at burdens, silences, and the life-affirming power of community. We honor the women who carry so much, often without complaint. This is more than a story on a screen, it's a lesson in empathy and a call to action. The hardest conversations are often the most important, but we must start them. For them, for us, for a better world. Let's listen, let's learn, and let's act. The journey starts now. The film's title, Straw, evokes the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. It's rarely one big thing that brings us down. It's the small, daily weights. For Jania, each day adds another straw, a bill, a child's need, a world that doesn't see her. These aren't dramatic movie problems, they're the real struggles of so many. Straw makes us feel these burdens, not just see them. We witness Jania's weariness, her quiet sighs, her overwhelming responsibility. The world sees a mother doing what mothers do, but the film asks us to look closer. It reveals the invisible load expectation, history, being the one everyone depends on. This is the reality for countless Black women. Pillars of strength, but who supports them? The daily grind is more than just work, it's a slow erosion of the soul. Each worry, each microaggression, each dismissed concern is another straw. The world keeps piling them on, assuming the back that carries them is unbreakable. We begin to understand, the struggle is not just external but internal. It's the fight to keep hope alive when you're tired, to find peace in a life of demands. Straw teaches us to see these invisible weights. The strongest people we know are often closest to breaking. Their strength is real, but not infinite. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be honored. We must recognize and support those carrying the heaviest loads. Let's not wait for the last straw, let's lighten the burden. Let's see, truly see, those who carry so much. That's the lesson Straw offers. Will we accept it? One of Straw's most heartbreaking truths is how Jania cries for help go unnoticed. Her pleas are quiet, hidden in everyday moments. A doctor's visit, a family conversation. Her pain is dismissed, minimized, treated as normal for a Black woman. Society's narrative doesn't allow Black women to be vulnerable. When they express pain, it's often not taken seriously. The systems meant to help can become another source of trauma. Jania's journey illustrates this failure. She reaches out, but no one's there. We must ask, how often do we do this in our own lives? Listening isn't just hearing words, it's hearing the feeling behind them. When cries go unheard, isolation grows, and suffering becomes silent. Straw reminds us of our responsibility. Create spaces where Black women feel safe to be vulnerable. Listen with your heart, validate their feelings, and offer real support. Don't let anyone's pain become invisible. Let's be the ones who truly hear. That's how we break the silence. Society loves the image of the strong Black woman, a badge of honor but also a heavy burden. This strength, born of necessity, can become a mask, a crown that turns into a cage. In Straw, Jania wears this mask, holding it together for the world while crumbling inside. The pressure to be superhuman denies her the right to be tired, scared, or to say, "I can't today." The expectation of constant strength is dehumanizing. If everyone believes you're unbreakable, no one catches you when you fall. This stereotype isolates women from the help they need. It creates shame and guilt for feeling overwhelmed. Jania's struggle is not just her own, it's generational. Straw bravely pulls away the mask, showing the tears behind the brave face. True strength isn't about never falling, it's about having the courage to ask for help. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's humanity. Straw challenges us to redefine strength, not as an impenetrable fortress but as someone who can bend, who can lean on others. Let's honor real strength by supporting, not isolating. Let's break the cage, let's see the person, not just the crown. That's the freedom every woman deserves. That's the message Straw delivers. Will we listen? When darkness overwhelms Jania, light comes, not from institutions but from other women. Sisterhood becomes her lifeline. In Straw, the community of black women, friends, neighbors, see past the mask because they wear it too. They recognize distress, understand the language of a heavy sigh. This is the power of shared experience. Sisterhood is found in small acts, a hot meal, a few hours of childcare, simply sitting together in silence. This community care has sustained black women for generations. Within this circle, a woman can finally be vulnerable, without fear or judgment. These women create a sanctuary, a place to lay down burdens. Straw reminds us, real healing often begins in these informal networks. The film is a tribute to this sacred bond. When the world turns its back, sisterhood stands strong. Together they weather the storm. That's the unbreakable power of community. Straw's power comes alive through its cast. Taraji P. Henson as Jania delivers a performance of breathtaking honesty. Her eyes, her voice, her posture all tell the story. She gives voice to the voiceless. Tayana Taylor as Imani embodies sisterhood, her warmth and loyalty anchor Jania. The chemistry between Taraji and Tayana is palpable, their bond believable. Together these actors create a tapestry of heartbreak and hope. They don't just act, they inhabit their roles with authenticity. You forget you're watching a film, it feels real. Their performances are the heart of Straw. They infuse the story with soul. Their work is a gift. Tyler Perry's films are known for bold storytelling, but Straw marks a shift. There's a new depth, a quiet maturity. The film feels less like a lecture, more like a meditation. The usual melodrama is replaced by raw, intimate moments. The focus is on internal struggles, not spectacle. This approach shows respect for the subject and the women at its center. Straw responds to calls for more authentic portrayals of black women's lives. It trusts the audience with quiet moments and unspoken pain. This evolution is powerful, a sign of growth and empathy. Straw is not just a film, it's a hopeful sign for storytelling. It invites us to see with new, compassionate eyes. When Straw ends, its story lives on in us. Its purpose is not just to entertain but to change us, to plant empathy in our hearts. The film gives us new sight, to see the world through Yasmin's eyes. What will we do with this vision? Look at the women in your life. Do you see the straws they carry? Ask better questions, create safe spaces for vulnerability. For men, it's a call to listen and share the emotional load. For others, it's a call to amplify voices and challenge dismissive systems. Empathy is active. Stand with others, help carry their burdens. Start conversations in your community. Advocate for better mental health resources. Celebrate vulnerability as strength. Straw is a conversation starter. Let's keep it going. Where do we go from here? We've walked with Jania, felt the weight, seen the healing power of sisterhood. The path forward is simple but intentional. Listen and love. Pay attention. See the humanity in everyone, especially those taught to hide it. Promise to listen deeply to words spoken and unspoken. Validate feelings, resist simple solutions. Sometimes being heard is the greatest gift. Commit to action. Check in, help, educate, donate, speak up. Love, empathy, support. These are verbs. Change comes from consistent, compassionate action. Hold on to hope. Straw is difficult but not hopeless. Hope is in sisterhood, in change, in stories being told and heard. Be the light for one another until dawn comes. Be a circle of hands for black mothers and women. Honor their strength by helping them lay burdens down. This is the wisdom of Straw, the path forward for us all.